everyone, I'm Vixie, welcome. So today I'm going to be setting up my half-year basic Stalogy for the month of September, and as you can plainly see, this is a Stranger Things theme. I got all of this stuff, by the way, from Theoretical Designs Patreon. This is no longer available via their Patreon or her Patreon. I don't know if you can buy it on her store or not. I know she did something with Subculture Syndicate back in August or July. I don't remember which month. But this was her Patreon for July, and I'm absolutely obsessed with all of the artwork. So of course that meant a monthly theme using all of her stuff. So I've got my little monthly calendar, which I just made myself, a little dashboard thing that I'm going to be using. My calendar, which I made myself. I love how this turned out. So it goes this way. Hi. I love how this turned out so much. It looks amazing. I have something new for this month, actually. I have a weather tracker, which I have never done before, but I'm really excited to do this, and I made this calendar myself as well. Then I have my standard mood tracker that I have every month. Did that. You know I did that. My mood reference sheet, also did that. I did everything myself. And my vitamins, supplements, and medication tracker, which I cut off the top of, and I'm so sad about it, but whatever, it still works. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm so excited. Where did we left off here? Okay, so here's where we're going to start. So let me get all my ducks in a row here. I'm so excited to get this set up, you guys. I have been honestly missing being in this. I didn't think that I would, but I really have. I have absolutely missed being in this Stalogy. I'm not even sure why, because I was like so over it when I jumped into my personal wide. But I think it's because I have decided that I am going to be using this as a memory keeper, which means that I don't have to worry about being messy or anything like that. I can just ignore it, basically. Use my personal wide for all of my messy planning and my Kinball weekly for all of my really messy planning, and then come to my B6 during the month and set it up and make it look really pretty. So that way I still get to use all my stickers and everything, which is what I want to do. I don't want to not use them. I miss using them. I really don't use them in my personal wide. And I think that's because I have this, I don't know, it's like a misconception I have of my own self, like how I do my own things. So I feel like if I'm just using a personal, like if I'm using a rings planner, then I can't really use stickers, which is not true. I can. It's like a dumb thing to say. It's a dumb thing to think, because I can absolutely use stickers. I just feel weird doing so because it's not a book. It's not a Stalogy that I'm going to flip through, or that I can really flip through. I mean, I can, but you know what I mean? If it's in a book, it's easier. You can just flip through it and it's all there and it looks amazing, blah, blah, blah. But if I'm doing it with a ring bound planner, and some of you have actually asked me what I do with my inserts, like how I store that. And basically they're in a Moton box. I know, not glamorous, but that's where they are. They're all just in a Moton box. I have them clipped together with a paper clip, and then they're just in a Moton box because I don't know where else to put them. Whereas with a bound book, I can just store it on my shelf. And I don't have a lot of covers, like ring covers, to put, the excess months in, the months that I'm taking out. Like I've got really nowhere else to store them. And that's, I think, why I feel like I can't really use stickers so much. That's only a limitation I'm putting on myself. I get that, but nevertheless, that's how I feel. So I haven't been using stickers in my rings planner. Oh, look at that. I need to get a vellum or something, an acetate to put in here. I don't know what I want to use. So that's why I haven't gotten anything for that. Like I probably will come back later once I go through all of my vellum and everything. I just don't know what I want to put here. I want to have some type of strangery theme here, but for the moment, I don't know what I'm going to put there. So I'm leaving it blank. So first thing I'm going to do, actually what I need to do is put in the dates, because I don't have any dates on this yet. And this is on sticker paper, which I might regret. I'm not a gold person at all, but I just think gold might actually look better here. Really hope this is going to look as good in real life as it does in my head. Like in my head, it looks amazing. So I hope it does. Oh, I think it is. I think it's going to. Oh my gosh. Oh, it looks so good so far. I say so far, I've gotten one sticker down, like calm down. But I'm not going to be hoarding all of my stickers the way I normally do. Like my date dots, I've gotten quite a few. I've got quite a few of them that I could be using, and I never use them, because I always think that there could be something better that comes along, and then I'll regret using them. It's so annoying, because you think, oh, I'm going to go buy these because I think they're really pretty, and they are really pretty, but then you never use them because you think, well, what if I use them in the wrong thing, or the wrong spot, or the wrong whatever. I have a very busy September. My husband is going in for an endoscopy, which I'm nervous about. It's not so much him going in for the endoscopy, like the procedure itself, I'm not nervous about. My sister's gone through so many of them, and I've talked to her at length about it, and I'm fine with that. He's fine with that. It's getting there. It's getting to the hospital. It's dealing with all the traffic. Ugh, I'm just not looking forward to it. And because he can't drive for 24 hours after. So, and I think he's actually supposed to be going to Melbourne like the day after or the 2 days after his procedure. So I'm not really sure if he's allowed to... it just says he can't drive for 24 hours after the procedure. So I think he can still catch a plane. He's going to check with our doctor anyway. Our specialist or his specialist. And it's a 4-hour thing. Like I don't think the endoscopy takes 4 hours. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we have to, or they've said for us to leave a 4-hour allowance for the procedure. So I imagine that means, you know, prep work and letting him rest afterward. Because I really don't remember my sister telling me that it took hers 4 hours for the procedure. So, and then because of all these COVID restrictions, I'm not allowed to be in the hospital with him. I'm also going to a wedding in September, which I am, you know what? I was going to say I'm not really looking forward to that. And I'm kind of not, because I don't like weddings. I never have. And I don't really know why. I think it's probably got something to do with the fact that I have to put on proper clothes and get dressed up. And I don't really care for doing that, to be honest with you. But it's my sister's wedding and I'm excited for her. I'm so excited for her. And she's having it at this really beautiful, like, resort type of thing, but it's like in the bush, like it's in the rainforest. So I'm really looking forward to that part of it. And the food, because my God, she's having an open buffet. Like, does she know me well or does she know me? I know it's not for me. I'm excited about it because the food, man, the food is good. All right, let's just get these done. These corners, cut off Betty's leg there, no worries. I'm genuinely chuffed with how this turned out. I was just going like to town layering the different images and stuff, like amazing. Okay, so let's do that side first. And hopefully I'll be able to get this down nice and straight. Like if you caught my setup video, I actually did this bit. Look how perfect that turned out. Aside from the very, very slight crooked laying down, it's otherwise perfect. And I'm genuinely surprised that it even went down because if you're familiar with my work, you know I can't do that normally. Oh, okay, finally. My God, that took forever. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing that. I just don't know it. Okay, so we want to have that. This is going to be difficult again because I don't have my head directly over my book. God, I hope that's straight. It looks straight to me from this angle. So I'm just going to commit, which I never like doing. I mean, technically I should just be able to rip this off and it would just go down, you know, smoothly and good. But when does that ever happen? I was genuinely worried that was going to bubble. It did not. Look at that. Now, let's see if we can do that again. Right. That looks okay. That looks okay. I really don't want to talk while I'm doing this because I will stuff it up. You know this to be true. If you have watched any of my other videos, you know that would be true. Okay. I think I'm going to have to buy a lotto ticket because that actually went down. And I don't need to pull it up. I don't need to struggle to try and get... Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I freaking love it so much. How amazing does that look? Oh, this is definitely going to keep me motivated to use this book. I don't know why I just did that, but anyway. All right. I don't want to skip pages. You know I'm notorious for skipping pages. So the rest of these are just images that I have to use my tape for. I did not, because you know why? Because I was thinking to myself, if you get too cocky with the sticker paper, you're going to mess it up, and I didn't want to mess it up. So I thought, well, I'll just do the one calendar, and then if that goes down, great, yay. But if it doesn't, I don't want to be stuck with all of my tip-ins needing to be stuck down with, you know, sticker paper. Oh, it looks so good. You know what? I got this idea from Robin from Talks from the Heart because she does a weather tracker and I just thought that was actually pretty neat. And since we have been, okay, so you know the heat wave that just ran through the UK very rampantly over this past summer for them, there's been a lot of talk about Australian weather because, I mean, if you don't know, Australia gets extremely hot and there's been a lot of talk about our temperatures this year and, you know, what to be on the lookout for and everything. And so they're predicting places will get into the 40s that don't usually get into the 40s. And the places that get into the 40s could potentially see 50s degrees. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I thought this would be a great time to start tracking the weather because if I can get into this habit, then I'll just keep doing it. These calendars, by the way, are from Denrey Plans. This is the calendar that she uses that I fell in love with. And thankfully, all of her subscribers managed to convince her to put this up for sale. So I will have her shop link and her YouTube, and well, I'll have all of her socials linked in the description, but also her shop link if you wanted to go and buy this. Like $2, I think, $2.50, something like that. Well, no, for Australia, for me, it was like $3, a little over $3 to get this calendar, but it's blank, which means you can do whatever you want with it. And I love that because it's just so easy to manipulate and use and make amazing. So this is her calendar. I absolutely love this. I highly recommend it. So if you're looking for a calendar, check that one out. It's amazing. It's in a PDF file, so it's very easy to download and use. And I think she's even got some pre-made ones for the months. So whatever it is that she's using for the month, she's made available to purchase if you want as well. I don't get the pre-made ones. I just wanted the blank one. But I think the pre-made is a great option because if you don't have the time or the inclination to sit down and come up with your own theme for the month, and God knows that can be hard. Like for me anyway, it can be hard. So it's already done for you. You don't have to worry about it. I love that. And if I was not doing my own theme, I would definitely buy hers. So I think going forward, I'm going to change how I do my mood tracking just a wee bit. Because I find that I have not really been going back and filling out all of the days that I've had good days. And I realize I probably don't really need to track that. So I think what I will do is just start tracking my bad days. God, that looks amazing, does it not? Okay, now we have my mood reference pages. These go hand in hand with my tracker. So that on the bad days, I can write down why I was having a bad day. Not a full paragraph because there's hardly any room here for me to write, but enough so that I will be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's why I had a bad day. And I think that's really important. And it's especially important too when you're going through massive life changes or hormonal fluctuations, which I think I am going through. So that's really good to know. Because then you can look back, or at least I can look back. The whole purpose of this is so that I can look back and say, okay, you were a little bit psycho there. Why? I'm just genuinely so happy with how this has turned out. I do have a Stranger Things kit too, like a weekly kit from Theoretical Design. So I'm definitely going to use that probably the first week of September. And then after that, I don't know what I'm going to use. So I'll still do like weekly plan with me's and stuff, but it will just be like the decorative part. It won't be, you know, how I was doing it before. It's going to look a bit different. But I'm really excited because I've been practicing I was practicing my other book. And yeah, I'm just so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to actually start using this the way I want to use it. And so even though this is just a memory keeper and I technically don't need to be tracking all of my moods and everything, it's going to come in really handy, I think, as I go back and I flip through and I start looking for symptoms and I start looking for specific things that have been going on. This is all going to come in very handy. And that's why I'm putting it into my B6. And I'm not going to go back through all of my inserts for my personal wide rings because that would just be too many of them to go through. And I like the idea of having everything all in one place. And it's just easy to get to, it's easy to see, you can tab out what you need. So the good thing about printing out your own inserts is when you stuff up like I just did, you can just reprint and put it back down again and no one will ever know. Rightio, let's see if we can do this better this time. Let's round our corners. And I guess I'll start from this side, which I don't like doing because I always feel like I'm not going to line it up right. It's going to go off the edge of the page, but it didn't go off the edge of the page. That looks way better. Okay, good. So now we can do this side and then I'll be done this setup, which means I can start doing my weeklies, which I'm very, very excited about. I'm so excited actually. Oh, look at that. All right, let's take a look from the beginning because I am just so excited. I can't wait till I can actually find something, some type of vellum or acetate or something to put here because I think that's just gonna make it look epic. So this is my beginning pages, my little September calendar, which I just printed out myself, made that myself. All of this artwork is from Theoretical Design. I will have her shop link and her Patreon linked in the description. My September calendar, isn't this amazing? Oh my God, I love how this turned out so much. Look at the beautiful foiling. Like, ugh, it's so pretty. And this calendar was from Denrey Plans. Her shop link is in the description as well. My weather tracking calendar, my mood tracker, my mood reference sheets, and my vitamins, supplements, and medication tracker. Oh, I love it. It just looks so freaking good. I can't stand it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comments and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye everyone.